How are you, brother?
How are you?
What's that doing?
Nothing. I'm just recording.
You said?
Nothing. I'm just recording.
No, what? For what?
You cannot touch me, man.
Firstlady asimatusse okufa bibino mbikuletedde His Excellency Robert Kyagulanyi America mukubidde mulabudde aba ESO bamazidde kubeera nga balandinga mu America okukola emirimu gyabwe. Omukulu Fred Rumbye wamu n'abalala bakuletedde mu maaso nkugambye olutalo lw'amaanyi nnyo. His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni ne Paul Kagame ate mulooza tebeegase. Vidiyo eno nkugambye tugiwa obudde naddala gwe munankyukakyuka naawe atali munankyukakyuka nkugambye vidiyo giwa akadde omaze subscribinga owegette ku mukutu gwe guno ne video agituweereka like. Olunaku olwaleero omukulu amanyikiddwa nga Tshisekedi ngono kigambye okubeera nga y'omu kubayambako His Excellency Robert Kyagulanyi okubeera nga afuluma eggwanga Uganda, era mbu ayinza okuba nga yafuluma ne mukyala w'omukulu Tshisekedi oyo gwe balumbye olunaku olw'ejjo ani yamulumbye. Kigambye okubeera nga omukulu amanyikiddwa nga President Paul Kagame yasindiseeyo abaspies be wali mu wooteeri y'omukulu amanyikiddwa nga Firstlady wa Congo, era kigambye okubeera nga babadde baagala okumu eliminatinga. Kitegeeza ki? Webanga yagendayo ne His Excellency Robert Kyagulanyi, oh my god, bano abantu babiri bonna bandibadde nga be batargets tomanya, era Fred Rumbye abikuletedde waneno. Njagala osooka omuwulirize vidiyo eno ogiwa akadde kugambye His Excellency Robert Kyagulanyi yandibanga naye ali mu buzibu, era abasajja bamugambye alekerewo okubeera nga associatinga n'abantu. Sokola video tumatuyongereyo
ali America mu Washington DC. Kankusomere message eno yokotegeere bintu bibagamba amalo omuloza musika binyeebwa tubagamba information we are information ngina kuwa ne video bamusindikidde obusajja obunyala mutte nga ne motoka ziwadde mu embassy. Yino message wachi sijibalekira mu gyesomera bulungi nnyo oyo mukazi gwe badde bagenda okutta mu Washington DC. Kati ndowooza kansoke nkusomere message zino ku speed ya iriri nkulaga ne video olente omukazi yawonye. Ono Reverend Chris Coleman, Reverend Christine Coleman yawandise n'agamba Kagame exporting his killing machines is Kagame exporting his killing machines agent to USA? Nateka question mark. N'agamba assassination attempt by Kagame's agent in USA. The people in hoods and sunglasses, by their look, they are Rwandese indeed. Is Rwanda embassy in USA involved? I also have experience in Kagame's agents in USA trying to harm my family. FBI, please stop Kagame's criminal agents who are in USA. Let the story below. The agents here is a video of Kagame's agents fleeing after their failure in the assassination attempt to Manaman Denise. Kagame's service element had planned their operation well in advance. Informed of the First Lady's presence in his Washington hotel, they had booked their rooms several days earlier. Since Sunday, they were already on the site. This morning, a first group arrived by the taxi with the New York number plates, even though they were in Washington to launch the operation. In the afternoon, they attempted to break into the First Lady's suite by trying to open the door. Kati zino ze video mangi arankuwa information nga nkulaga saagala kulaga bintu nga tebiriko obujulizi. Bibano basasini ba Kagame badde bagenza okutta omukazi omanyarwanda.
Nothing. I'm just recording.
You said?
Nothing. I'm just recording.
For what?
You cannot touch me.
Obadde yabula bisizo bulaba. Olaba.
Why are you doing that?
I'm allowed to do it.
Why are you doing that?
Public, no?
Do you know me?
Ndakuwa video endala. Ndakuwa video endala. bwala buzisalako omukazi bumutte obulaba
Alright, nga tubitadde ku mabbali omukyala Thrones wamu n'abalala wali Canada basabye His Excellency Robert Kyagulanyi mbu waba amaze ha meeting ye wali mu America asaleko mu Canada baliwedde okubeera nga bamwaniriza era baligezaako okubeera nga bategeka engeri gy'agenda okumiitingamu ha Prime Minister oba President ow'e Canada. Nkugambye buli omu ayagala kulabako His Excellency Robert Kyagulanyi. Nyagala kujjukisa gwatana subscribing bingi nnyo by'osobwa kweno channel ate nyongera n'okujjukiza video eno gimpereka ki agimpereka like soka owulirize Thrones ali wali e Canada nga asaba busabi His Excellency Robert Kyagulanyi okubeera nga agendako e Canada video yino.
Bobi Wine, this message is for you. I know you're going to see it. Now, I invite you to Canada. I'm not part of the National Unity Platform. I've never met you, but I invite you to come. And I will take you out. This way I can meet you and the rest of people within the National Unity Platform, and we can have a discussion, a dialogue about the events that happened on January 15th and how to proceed forward with things within Uganda. Now, I am not one to suggest how you run things or do anything. I'm just a simple person, just one person who would like to meet you and have a dialogue. I have a very good interest in politics, not just Canadian politics, politics in other parts of the world. I only came to know of you from friends that also know you. I cannot mention one of them because due to privacy, I can only mention one, who is Isaac, and you know him. He is the Uganda president of the Law Society. That's who I know. If I tell you privately the other person that I know, you will immediately understand that I'm just not an ordinary citizen within Canada. Yes, I am close to the people that you know. No, I'm not close to your Secretary General. I don't know David Lewis, but I do know other people. And on that note, again, I invite you to Canada, and so I can have a discussion with you on how things are going on within Uganda, and so to how you can probably proceed within Uganda, or we can just have a table talk of many other things. We can talk about wine, we can talk about food, we can talk about many other things, but I think this is important, and so I would like you to come to Canada and meet with me, please. Thank you.
Alright, gwe abadde tategedde ekigambo ESO ono omukyala mukuletedde y'omu ku baakolerako gavumenti ya His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni ng'akyabeerako wano mu Uganda. Abikunyonyodde bulungi nnyo engeri gy'operatinga miri mu luzungu era mukwano gwange Shadia wali Saudi Arabia simanyi wona abitegeera watu bitegedde bambi commenting awo nja kusobola okubeera nga mbikunyonyola mu Luganda. Video ino wanga saagala okubaleesawo olunaku olwaleero. Nyongera okujjukiza Hajjaluna wali nnyo okulombereddwa gw'enagula n'ebizibu namba eri awo esimbeyo 2052 osobola okubirako atakozesa bikola bya kirogo nasobola okubeera nga akuyamba ku bizibu byo by'olina. Sokola video yino.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Yenze Haji Aruna omusomi w'edduwa asangibwe Bulumagi ku luguudo lw'Ejjinja nkola ku bintu ebyenjawulo ng'emuli endwadde zitawaanya abantu aba bulijjo. Nkola ku abo bonna abalina ebizibu mu mukwano. Bw'oba olina ebizibu mu mukwano jangu gyendi neeyonera nsobole okumalira ensonga. Nkola ku mikisa egy'emirimu, nkola ku abo abaagala okugenda ebweru, muntu nk'okozesebwa amajiini, okozesebwa saitwani, ebyo byonna mbikolako. Osobola okukozesa ennamba z'olaba ku screen oba okuweereza obubaka ku WhatsApp.
Every country has one, some sort of foreign mission that goes out to do, intelligence activity. But Museveni's case, obviously, he's looking for a way to either poison or kill His Excellency Kyagulanyi Ssentamu. Those billions of dollars that have been pushed out into the diaspora are specifically to be used by people who are going to pause as he's wanting to fund his campaign. To fund his the struggle, trying to fund. As you know, the all of the funds that they have in Uganda have been frozen. In the way of freezing the NGOs' funds and activities in Uganda, that was swept into it. So NUP, even if they wanted to, they have no access to their money in Uganda because Museveni has put a tight lock on it and they can't use it. So there may be a bit of a struggle here and there, but there's also a lot of funding that's pouring in from everywhere. Okay, a lot of funding that's pouring in. So Museveni is going to use one of those funding sources to try to pause or pivot as, you know, a sympathizer or a friend of Uganda or a lover of NUP, who will then act as if they're funding him. And in connections or meetings, this and that, they hope to poison His Excellency Kyagulanyi Ssentamu, or they hope to cause a scuffle, cause some kind of scuffle or shake-up in a place where they all are, and they will then shoot or assassinate him and call it, name it, whatever was happening as a result of what was going on, he got killed. So being abroad or Uganda is not safe for His Excellency Kyagulanyi Ssentamu. Share this video wherever you can, where it's useful. He truly is not safe abroad and in Uganda. Because Museveni continues to look for him. Museveni continues to fund people to try to take his life. I understand Muhoozi says Bobi Wine should never be allowed back in Uganda. In fact, he has a mission, a personal mission with his uncle Salim Saleh to make sure that Bobi Wine does not return to Uganda. In their sayings, and what they think is that with Bobi Wine away from Uganda, they will have another 50 years of rule in Uganda. But if Bobi Wine comes back, it means any day, any minute, any time, they will lose the presidency, they'll lose power or grip of Uganda. So let us all be protective of our president. If you hear something, if you see something, let us know, let anybody know. Get the word out, not obviously to invoke fear, but because it's the reality of our circumstances right now, that they are continuously looking to hunt him down. Museveni had not believed that Bobi Wine had left the country until he actually sent that video while he was at the airport. He thought that Bobi Wine was still in the country. The reason why they kept on guarding his home is because they believed somehow he's in his home, maybe in a bunker, maybe somewhere around the neighborhood, maybe he would return. But all of that was false because, as you know, Museveni's intelligence is one of the worst on the planet. He really doesn't have intelligence, because if Museveni's government had good intelligence,